there you are. You are live.
Live!
What's up, you guys? Welcome back to Tearfing Crafts. I am well aware that it is a lot later than I initially predicted. We kept running into some technical errors and issues, and
things crashing.
Boy, diggity, was it irritating. But we are finally live with our friends from Reaper Comics. As you can see in front of you, there's foam and other stuff already on the table. Move that out of the way of the camera. So you can see Rachel. We are hanging out with our friends from Reaper Comics. Where did that go? It was right there. Ta-da, I found it. Alright, we are hanging out with our friends from Reaper Comics. Welcome to everybody coming in over on the Facebook side of things.
Hello?
Alright, I had to take a quick drink. We are going to be working on Rachel's diorama. Something that I noticed after we finished working on it last week is, if you look back here on the side that is going to be attached to the board, there's this gap right in here where once that curve is on the board, it's going to have sort of a decent gap in it. We're going to have to fix that before we can start attempting to glue things down and trim things up and get everything in order to start incorporating terrain pieces into the diorama itself. So, first thing we're going to do is I'm going to find a measuring tool because I knew I was going to need one.
Hi, Sam.
Hi, Sam.
Sam is now an official anniversary follower. Aww.
What? Has it really been that long?
It's been a year.
Holy crap!
It's been a year.
I didn't realize we had been doing this for that long.
Now you know.
I mean, it's cool, but I didn't realize we'd been doing it that long. There it is. Let's see. I know I have a measuring tool in here. Okay, so your measuring device.
What am I measuring?
The width of that bottom. Not the bottom. The curve. Thank you.
You mean the part that's sticking out?
We need to have a measurement of how wide the foam is. That way we can cut a piece to match. And
Sam said, right? That's what I was thinking. I didn't think it was that long.
yeah, me either.
Nick didn't either.
7 1/8.
7 1/8?
Yeah.
Okay. And instead of...
You wanted this, right?
Yeah.
7 1/8.
Okay, so we're going to use double corrugated cardboard instead of foam. Just because the cardboard is a little bit more rigid and structurally sound, so whenever we add it in there, it'll even out.
My head.
First things first, though, I am going to pop the camera to the table, and we're going to get rid of that. We're going to move this over. I am going to
Let Rachel.
cut the top end of that off.
Okay. Rachel's cutting the top end of it off.
No, she's going to be doing some measurements and marking as soon as I find her a pencil, because, oh, today's a day.
So late.
Move that chair back out of the way. And thinking about it, I just realized there's something that we forgot to do.
What?
Move the microphone over the table.
Ah.
So, if people can hear me, that's awesome. If we are able to be heard with the microphone across the room, then I'm not worried about it.
I mean,
But
it picks me up in the bedroom.
it does. However, it is sitting behind the TV.
He said yes, I can hear you.
I bet you can hear me better now.
Now you're just like all up in his ear.
And I don't want that there. Slide all that forward. And we're going to set that there. All right, and we're going to be doing a little bit of work here.
He said, "Oh yes, it's so exciting."
We're going to be doing a little bit of work here, and then we're going to move over to doing the after party that honestly would have been about now anyway. Oops. I'll take that one.
Well, you didn't expect it to crash.
Yeah, I didn't expect OBS to crash. Nor did I expect to have so many hiccups. Set that over there for you. Set that right up here for you.
Okay.
And
Well, always depended on the time this exchange.
Yes, right?
all right.
Thank you
So
for
now that
this.
we've got that there, the side that we were going to keep is the side with the foot. So, easiest way to go about doing something like this is to find a spot and trim clean across, taking multiple passes, and then once we spackle it, we'll fill in that gap
Okay.
with spackle, or we'll find something to fill that in with to where it'll flatten it out and look pretty. So for this portion, now we need to figure out how much of that is going to be left upward once it's sitting, because it's meant to look like it's got curve, and it does look like it has curve. It definitely curves upward, but now we gotta do some measuring, because part of this is already going to be up. Might help if I don't know, I grab the base that it's going to be attached to. I'm like, I don't know.
Maybe.
Might make a difference. So how much after that is glued on there?
So you want me to measure from here to here?
It would be how much this way are we looking at? Are we looking at 1 millimeter, 2 millimeters, maybe an inch
From the board?
from this up this way? There you go. From the foam core.
Oh, from the top of the foam core?
Yeah, because that's already going to be filling in part of that gap.
So, right. 3/4 of an inch.
3/4 of an inch. Okay. And for this, measure your depth in the same increments that you measured the other. And that's right over an eighth. It's not right at an eighth, it's right over an eighth. And we're needing, what, 3/4 of an inch?
Yeah.
Maybe if I had thicker double corrugated. Just kidding. Alright. Width-wise, we're looking at, you said it was 7 inches?
7 1/8.
7 1/8? That's not wide enough. And I don't have any other double core.
I know where to find some.
Yeah, I do too. Harbor Freight.
You just subscribe to her channel.
I do.
Hmm? My channel's already created. I just haven't actually
she
started
has it.
posting.
She has a
Hopefully
Twitchy Twitch.
tomorrow I'll start
Oh,
streaming.
speaking of which, guys, if you have a Twitch, Rachel from Reaper Comics is now streaming. Will be now streaming on Twitch. What was your handle again? It was
Navy Girl Gaming.
Navy Girl Gaming.
All lowercase.
Unlike
One
mine,
word.
which is all
Okay.
confusing and whatnot. Okay, so
Navy Girl.
Gaming.
Okay.
I have
We
one
only-
follower right now. It's shared.
yeah,
What?
we only need maybe an inch or two. No, I don't even think we need 2 inches.
There you go. I followed you.
Aw. I have 2 followers and I haven't
Okay.
even posted a video yet.
Go ahead and measure
When she goes online,
until
you'll send it to your email.
measure lengthwise how far it is until it starts
From here to the edge of the phone.
to wherever it's to wherever it's flattening out at. Because that's the downside to a lot of projects like this is it's a lot of
3.5 inches. It's from
3.5 and it's going to be longer on this side.
from like here to here is 3.5.
Again, it's going to be longer on this side because of that
Yeah.
taper. Which that taper could be fixed, but I don't want to adjust it because that's our only point of stability. That's our foot.
Yeah.
So we need to add to that foot. And in order to do that, we need to
Oh, was he talking about my tag?
What was Rachel's thing on Twitch? Sam?
Okay. So we've got a couple spots that didn't adhere completely.
Navy Girl Gaming. All one word, all lowercase. Hopefully tomorrow I'll start with my inaugural stream.
Most of this is going to be covered up. So there's not a lot that we have to worry about surface-wise. But the side, we're probably going to need to re-glue.
Okay.
However, because we used PVA to initially glue it, we might be able to get away with cheating the system just a hair. We're not going to need those for right now, but we will later. For those. For that. Y'all chat with Sam for a minute. I'll be in there in a second.
It's the Hey, we have to send Autumn's package.
We do. We need to send her package, and
We need to get Coralie hers.
Yep, and we need to take Coralie hers. It has been an extremely long and hectic past couple weeks.
I mean,
and so
she's not worried about it. Coralie knows she's gonna get it. She got a bunch of babies. Richard got his.
Yep. I think.
And then Shane got his.
Yep. The only ones that haven't are Autumn and Coralie. And
When are you going to do the next one?
the next one will be. It was supposed to be at the end of last month, and just the way things went last month, it didn't end up happening.
Doing what?
Next giveaway.
Probably March.
Either
He's
at
got
the
a couple of pictures.
yeah, I've already got a couple things for giveaways. I just need to get dates set for them. And actually, give me a second. Let me look at my calendar real quick because I'm thinking
My birthday's coming up.
it is.
What
know
you gonna
what?
plan, babe?
He's going to do a video that night.
No,
Yeah.
my birthday's on a Monday.
Yeah, her birthday's on a Monday, so
Arwen's birthday bash.
I'm actually thinking we might be able to do the next giveaway. Actually, no. Next giveaway will be Thursday the 23rd of February. So, set your calendars. On the 23rd, we will be doing another giveaway. What we are giving away is...
You got somebody on Twitch?
I do. Her.
I don't think Twitch.
I'm not on Twitch.
Oh, you've already jumped off the Twitch?
Yes, sir.
Oh, well, welcome to whoever is over on Twitch. Okay, so the CA glue didn't exactly do what I was hoping it would, and we may end up having to go in with the PVA. That's one of the weird things about trying to teach someone how to do stuff like this is whenever you're doing it by yourself, a lot of times you're able to kind of finagle things together on a whim and kind of.
Remind me not to get this one again. It's not good.
Which one's that one? The
Peach tea.
Oh, the low sugar.
It's subsibly sweet peach.
Ew. Yeah.
And
Nope.
it says lower sugar, but it's just the peach just doesn't taste right.
That's why you go with the extra sweet.
Exactly. Every time. Which I will say, it is kind of funny that someone from Jersey is all about sweet tea.
She's been here for way too long.
Right?
I've always
She's
drank sweet tea.
desensitized.
We've always drank sweet tea.
Oh, I also gave you 45 stars.
Thank you, baby. Okay.
I save up money and then I buy just as many stars as I can so I can send them to
All right.
you.
So,
So you can just
for this-
give me my money back.
I mean, eventually it all comes back anyway.
That's what I said.
All right.
It
So,
just comes right back.
I'd say instead of 3 inches, we're going to go 2-inch increments.
Okay.
And then as we go, we can taper it and fluff it out a little bit.
Okay.
So 2, and I keep forgetting that it doesn't correlate the same as the other one. 2, 2,
Patches is mad because she's in a room. She's
2,
moving.
2, and 2. And this is almost exactly 14 inches long. What the deuce? Okay. So, part of it's already marked in the middle. Now it's up to you to find find the next point of 4 inches, or of 2-inch increments. And I started at this end, worked my way down. Oh, here we go. Let's move that out of frame.
We're going this
This
way
out
across,
of
right?
frame. Yeah, and then go ahead and slide over, and I'll adjust the camera that way. So the people at home in the wonderful world of technology land can see what's going on. And after this, we will be doing the after party. What game are we playing?
We are going to be playing Epic Spell Wars of the Battle Wizards. Rumble to Castle Tentakill.
Oh, you'll have to float it under. There.
Wow, you're awesome. Rachel.
Other way around. Other way around. There
We
you
got this.
go. Ta-da. I know. Adjust the light real quick to where it's not going to help. Let's see. Can I adjust and balance the light
There we
just
go.
enough? Boom. Just like that. Just like
I need to get more expansions for this.
All right. So that's what we're going to be playing during our after party.
And it's absolutely hilarious.
Thursday, I am considering making the after party game be what is now going to henceforth be known as Pokemon Amethyst, because that's how all Pokemon games are named. Apparently, is you pick something gemstone wise and just throw it at it, or something worth money, I guess.
That's spaghetti.
I am playing my own magical game, but we'll totally watch. Awesome. And I'm cool with that, Sam. It is fun to have people hang out. Maybe, just maybe, I should. Go over here, click on that, and that's fine.
That does not look good.
Options, that one. Maybe I should let Chaz know, and Richard know, that we are live as well. Oops. I don't know who's printing what, but... Patches, you're okay.
Mom. You hear her in there?
Yes.
Mom.
Alright. But I am considering having Thursdays be our Pokemon Amethyst after party.
Thought we weren't gonna do it every week.
Maybe every other week. I don't know. I haven't really decided. I know I know there's a lot that I need to get done before I can
I'm assuming cutting it.
go super far. Yeah. And it might help. I was fixing to say it might help if you have a straight edge and watch your fingers.
That's no fun.
I know, but though we have medical supplies in the house, we don't have that many medical supplies.
We got duct tape and toilet paper.
That's all that matters. You got super glue right there. What else do I need?
I'm aware. And each 2-inch chunk.
What is going on with that dang thing?
Somebody's trying to print something.
No, I think it's updating itself. But we may end up doing the Pokemon Amethyst every other week or something around that, and we may actually do that one instead of as an after party. Do that one as a full-on series and Critical Role that. Because I kind of want to throw some good crit fails.
We want you to have crit fails as a DM.
I know.
Very much so.
And maybe, just maybe, you guys can roll a lot of crit fails doing simple things.
We rolled 20s on things that are not important.
Oh,
If
yeah.
it's important, we crit fail.
No, y'all crit fail. I just run.
And fails at running.
No, I go to bars after starting fights.
That's it. I'm going. I'm going to start a problem and let everyone else deal with it.
Bye. I found the guy we were supposed to find, though.
I found him. I pissed him off. Now I'm leaving.
Bye, guys. In my defense, that campaign, I really did not mean to start a fire.
She didn't, but it happened anyway.
What is it with her and characters starting fires? Because before she got the character,
Right? The character. I mean, truthfully, that character was trying to be a fire starter from the get-go.
first session,
From the
almost got me
very-
killed.
Yep, from the very first session, almost got the entire party killed. And it was that character. Didn't matter what player it was that character trying to set everybody on fire. Alright. So now that we've got all of the cardboard pieces, now we need to figure out at what increments we need to pop these in here. Because we're going to be cutting off the excess anyway. Excuse me.
Ew.
I don't remember eating that. Did you?
Nasty.
No.
You little sicko.
You know what it needs though? It needs more cowbell.
Always needs more cowbell.
Alright, so now that we've figured out that we need approximately 3 of these, we can start by gluing all 3 of these together. And actually, we're going to take that one out. Hand me one of it. And we'll see how evenly it fits with the rest of them. Because if it fits cleanly like it's supposed to, then cool. Alright, so now these all get glued together. Wonderful thing about cardboard is you don't have to use PVA for cardboard. You can use CA glue for cardboard. So, what we're going to do is we're going to start with a bead here. Run that across. Thank you, Rachel. And we'll run that down all the way to the end. We'll do it again on this side until we run out of CA glue, because that's what we're doing. We are running out of glue in this one. which is fine because I've got more. I've just got to go figure out where it's at.
In your heap of crap in there.
You know what, lady? I don't make fun of your stuff.
Yes, you do.
And then we'll layer that on top. Add a little bit of weight. And while you're adding weight to it, y'all can chat with the crowd. I will be right back. I have to go find more glue. Oh.
Hello. Mira says hello. What are you doing?
I'll be dead.
Making sure that it's sticking together. You should add weight to it, so we're pressing down on it.
Talk about your channel.
Oh, let's see. The first thing I'm going to start. First game I'm going to be streaming is World War II Rebuilder, Cities from Ashes. It's a kind of like castle flipper, house flipper, and all of those, but it's after World War II. So you go in and rebuild the city after it's been destroyed by the war. Haven't played it yet. It just came out on my birthday, actually, January 16th of this year. So.
Okay, so apparently it was still in that bag. It was just chucked under a bunch of stuff.
Okay.
You know what, lady? Glue. Accelerator. I don't know if you'll need the accelerator, but
This is already solid.
yep, it doesn't take very long. Downside to CA glue, if you get it on yourself, it's hard to get off. Upside to CA glue, if it's on most surfaces except for foam, it adheres pretty well. And it doesn't take a whole lot to do something. Now, my preferred brand of glue, and actually my preferred CA glue for stuff like this, is JB Super Weld. That's generally my go-to. It's not massively expensive, and you can get stuff like the Starbond CA glue accelerator. Works really well. For cases like this, it's not really needed. Mostly because cardboard, it will end up soaking into and adhering to quite well. Alright, so once you think you've gotten it to where you want it, now we can start making decisions.
Okay.
Decisions. Okay, we want a tapered edge for sure. So we do want it to slope. Like we're gonna, because it's got to be a wedge to fit in there. However, we need to know how much of this is going to be wedge and how much of it is going to be annoying.
Yes,
All of it.
is the answer.
Yes is the answer. Now, again, for this, we are using double corrugated cardboard. You can use standard corrugated cardboard. Double corrugated cardboard gives you just a hair more rigidity. Like this is now a solid chunk of paper and will hold up quite well to whatever it gets used for. Stuff like this works really good for making scattered terrain or even terrain pieces for your D&D maps, things like that. Most double corrugated cardboard is, unless you know where to buy it at, is you can get it online. It's not super expensive. However, there are a lot of products that get shipped in double corrugated boxes, so check your boxes whenever you get new packages and stuff. If you can get a hold of it, it's actually pretty good to work with. That being said, we need to...
Oh my goodness.
That dog, man. She is mad. She is trying not to howl.
She's trying not to wake up the kids when she's
That dog.
Noah, just let her out. My goodness.
All right, old
All
lady.
that sounds. Alright, now you're free. What you gonna do?
Come in here and tear up cameras and stuff.
You're alright, you crazy critter. You're alright.
Okay. So
Oh, no.
we need to angle cut this.
Your baby's just
What
wanting
would
to
the-
sleep with you.
What would the easiest way be to do that? Now that we've gotten that flattened out, we could cut it from the top down. And I'm talking to myself again.
It's fine.
Wow.
No, it's okay. You're just voicing out loud your things that you're thinking about doing. Processing.
Yeah.
So everybody understands your process.
Yeah, no one understands my process, including me.
It's okay. As long as it works for you, that's all that matters.
My process is usually very chaotic.
Yes.
Anyone who knows me outside of what little bit of stuff I do online, I do squirrel at times.
Alright, Mama's coming.
I'll be in. Hey, look here, lady.
What'd she say?
He said he squirrels at times, and I said at times.
Okay, most of the time I squirrel. Patches, please don't.
She's laying.
She's underneath the.
She's laying right here.
Yes, she was trying to shove past me.
It's okay.
I don't want to fight the big stinky dog.
You leave her alone. Her's an old lady.
She is. Alright, so... I forgot where I was at.
Trying to figure out how we're going to cut at an angle.
That's what I was doing.
This is what I'm here for.
I'm
It's
glad
usually
you're
what
here,
she's
'cause
here for.
I'm not paying attention.
This is what I do at work because my boss has chemo brain from when she had cancer.
Right.
And
It sucks.
And see, that's the thing, is I don't have chemo brain. It's just,
Yeah, you do.
as long... If I have a task and I know what I'm doing and I'm not constant... If I don't have things diverting my attention, I'm usually able to keep on.
Who are
But
you lying to?
thank you very much. I was doing really good putting that Pokedex together earlier. I mean, really wasn't a lot to do aside from type in names, but... And then make decisions on the fly. Because there will be regional variations and new non-standard Pokemon. Some of them will be based on legends, lore, and myth from Native American culture as well as Southern culture in general. Did you know that Oklahoma has their own cryptid, by the way?
really, what is it?
The Oklahoma octopus.
What?
It's on Lake Thunderbird.
Lake Thunderbird, Lake Tenkiller, and Lake Eufaula are the three lakes that this thing is believed to be in. Now, where that gets awkward is...
They're nowhere near each other.
No. Well, no, Lake Tenkiller is over by Lake Eufaula. However, where that gets awkward is those are three lakes that are known to have a lot of drownings. Also known to have remnants of things beneath the surface of the water. I mean, Lake Eufaula itself was literally made on top of a town.
Yeah, they flooded a town.
Yeah, a town was flooded to make Lake Eufaula.
The reservoir by me in Jersey.
Yep.
It's the same way.
And
Where I grew up.
it's just one of those interesting little things. But up until here a while back, I didn't realize that we actually had our own official cryptid for Oklahoma. So that was interesting. And then my boss told me about another one that, from everything I saw of it, from the link that he sent me, it is literally nothing more than a shadow being. It is the embodiment of the dark, the shadows. It is a
Demon.
Choctaw thing, and I don't think it actually classes as a demon. I don't. It's not so much the negative aspect. It is the dark itself. A lot of natives are taught not to go into the woods at night because dark and there's shit that eats you out there.
Well, stuff eats you. Alright.
I think we both bungled that one up. Warning, warning. Some of us don't know how to watch our mouths.
Me.
That would probably be the whole group, actually, because...
No, Rachel's really good about hers.
No.
And Jared's always quiet.
we're usually pretty decent about the language.
Unless
but...
he rolls crappy, and then he's very boisterous about it.
I think I earned it.
Right?
Like,
Crappy rolls.
You've had a bad run with...
I don't know who has worse luck with dice, you or Will Wheaton, but I'm pretty sure the two of you are pretty close to on the same page.
I'm just saying.
If we were both in the same game together, nothing would ever get done.
Alright, so from that,
Or we would both be dead in 4 turns.
touche. Alright, so now we're going to do something really weird. We are going to coat this in PVA glue. So, let me see the glue. And truthfully, it would be easier if we use the Mod Podge, but I don't care.
Got a Q-tip?
Maybe?
Or brush to use? To
I mean,
spread
I do
it?
have a brush to spread it, but we have also have a bunch of scrap up here that'll work really well for spreading things around.
I didn't think that's scrap.
That is another reason why it works having having all of your stuff slightly chaotic. You don't want it completely chaotic because then you're never gonna be able to do anything. But when you're doing stuff like this, little bits of scrap is fine. Big piles of trash, not fine. And once we get some glue on there, the whole idea is we are coating this to where whenever we go to glue it, the glue will have a surface to actually adhere to.
Okay.
Rather than the awkward bumpy that we can't guarantee it will adhere to. I mean, we do want the bumpy air pockets, but we also want to try and smooth out a little bit if we can. That way it's easier to glue to other surfaces. And then once we get that decidueyed, and anyone who catches that, you're welcome. Also, just in case anybody actually cares, the regional variations to quite a few different Pokemon are in the region for Amethyst.
Is that
now,
good or?
yeah, that's good. Now, I don't know if Jared has decided he wants to play or not. And if he does, awesome sauce. Because I know that'll end up chaotic.
I told him he has to play.
Oh, never mind. Rachel didn't give him options.
I said I needed help. I can't handle both Richard and
You can't
Armin at the
You can't,
same time.
you can't handle Arwen and New Ricky.
Yeah.
What is that supposed to mean?
Well,
This character is completely different than everybody else.
as I said, as much as
Okay, let's talk about your character.
as
He's
much
the strong silent type.
as much as I still miss having old Ricky as part of the campaign, New Ricky is not bad at all, except for new Ricky likes to feed the chaos of Arwen, and that's true, man. That
You did this to yourself.
that's how you make things crazy.
You did this.
But you know what? I did do it. I was the one that brought the chaos together, and now chaos is undivided. And if you catch that reference, you're welcome again. And truthfully, I think only a handful of people are going to catch that one. But now that we've gotten this foot formed and based on this, we can start making a few more decisions based on the rest of the piece, because this has got to cure before anything can be done with it, at least. I mean, the other side of it, not so big of a deal, but this side of it is a big deal.
I don't know why I'm peeling this.
I don't know either. That one is a question that I do not have an answer to, and I don't think you do either.
Because there's a spot
I'm
that was
just
coming.
weird.
Because there's a spot that was coming up, so I started peeling it, and then that created more spots that were coming up. So I just kept peeling.
I mean, if you can get the paper to peel, cool. It'll make it a hair easier to glue things to it. All right, so that didn't work. Dadgummit. And that didn't work either, but you know what? If you keep your stick on the ice, things all kind of work out in the end.
Maybe.
Sometimes. Most of the time. Something, dark side. And other things that are close but not quite. Alright. And from there, I am going to do something that generally I wouldn't advise, but it will help and it'll work, so I'm going to do it. The only reason I don't advise it is because it's a little bit more time consuming this way, because you have to go piece by piece. You can't go all one run and it work out in your favor. So piece by piece, bit by bit, a little bit of glue, a little bit of accelerator, a little bit more glue, make sure it's holding, a little bit of accelerator, touch more glue until it's all even. And usually, if you know anything about welding, using CA glue, you can use it in the same way that you would weld. You can tack some areas with CA glue and then go back in after you've tacked it down. And it'll end up working out a little bit better. Alright, so now that we've gotten that tacked in place, that gives us our foot, but we're still gonna we're gonna gap fill these areas. Patches, no. 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 Thank you. Stay away from my computer. Please. Now, we're still gonna have to gap fill a few areas, but that's fine. It makes it easier to gap fill once you've mitigated the gaps, the major gaps.
Right.
So now that all of those are out of the way, we can sear these or shave these down later on once everything is set up and secured itself together. We can shave these down enough to where we can figure out where that wall is going to run. And move that so I can see where we're at. Alright. And so we are going to have a decent bow right there. And so we're going to have a little bit of gap to fill in the bottom, but not a lot. And a little bit to fill on each side, but again, not a lot. Once it's secured down, then we'll know more. But what we can do is decide exactly where we want what to be here and tear up that foam a little bit so we can see it. And once we can see it, then we can start making decisions for this segment.
Okay.
So now, you go over there because I don't need you. You go over there because I don't need you. We're going to... Oh, hey. I forgot that those ones were up. We don't want those up. We want those up. Alright, now we can see Rachel. But what we're going to do is we're going to go click on that. And we are going to blow it up just a hair more. Okay, so we know we have this that we want to keep everything back this direction away from that. But we're also going to want to put stuff that's going to climb up this. How we angle that, how we adjust that is going to make the biggest difference. So, depending on what it is that you are wanting to do, we can figure out exactly how to get it done. If you want to go the Blood Gulch route, Blood Gulch was a bunch of cliffs. Patches. No. No. Stay away from my computer, please. Go the other direction. Or don't listen to me at all and tear everything up. Patches. Come on. Let's go. Go. Hopefully all the cameras are still registering and the microphone is still registering.
Yeah.
Good. Alright. So, hand me that. Alright. This is just a piece of, what is that called? It's the compressed chipboard. I don't remember. I think this came with one of our coffee pots. But, I'm pretty sure it came with one of the coffee pots. If you look at it, it makes really cool buildings. With a little bit of repainting, stuff like that. You could do some awesome stuff with these.
Towers.
You could
Defense towers.
do defense towers. You could do walls. There's all kinds of stuff that you could pull off with stuff like this. Question is are you wanting towers? Are you wanting cliff faces? Are you wanting more defendable battle terrain? What kind of idea is floating through your head?
Yes.
Okay. So since the answer is yes, that means I get to make decisions that I wasn't looking forward to. But okay, so in that case,
Baby, lay down.
okay, fine.
Not you.
Oh.
She was talking to Patches.
She's gonna go back over to her favorite spot on the wall. I don't get this though. She doesn't do this until we have people here.
That's when we go
Like,
live.
I will get home from work at night, and she will be right there in front of the door, making it to where I can't get the door open. And then, whenever I have to come back up here to do work, things like that, she doesn't move. She stays right where she is. I'm thinking...
I'm falling asleep.
Could trim this about right here ish. Right here ish.
Not everybody talk at once.
Really, honey.
Are
I'm
we?
not playing.
Do I smack you with the ruler? Get you awake.
I'm over here just.
Did you take your meds?
No, I'm about to.
That's why I was making sure. Alright, so we're going to use this middle chunk
Okay.
and we'll add a backing to the back of this piece.
Okay.
That will make up what we're taking out of it.
Okay.
And in order to do that, we need our trusty dusty
Notebook.
hobby knife.
Oh,
And for this,
Blue's Clues. Mess me up.
So,
One of them is gonna be a con.
no, Steve's gonna be a con.
Steve's gonna be a con.
I've never seen it. I was just trying to make a joke.
It was a little before my time too.
Yeah, I was a little.
It was after your
Or
time.
after my way.
it was after all of our time. My sister was the one that got into it.
The
Yeah,
girls.
My sisters
Yeah.
were watching it too.
My girls did.
Both my sisters did.
I don't think Wyatt's ever really watched it.
That was.
I mean, it probably doesn't help that Wyatt as well as Xavier watch a lot of older cartoons and stuff too. So
That's because my children are classically trained.
right, we corrupted all of the children to watch classic stuff that
Sam
we grew
said,
up on.
I recommend getting jacked up on Mountain Dew. You won't be tired and be able to play games. Boy,
Speaking of which, there is Mountain Dew on the floor over there.
I'm over here just fading.
Do I need to let Rachel finish cutting this and go make a pot of coffee?
I mean, you can
Rachel
eat
said yes. Yes, you
I will
did.
never say no to coffee.
I know
I'm
you
just
won't.
saying.
Okay, so there is that chunk. There is that.
What am I cutting?
Follow the pencil lines.
So,
So we want to cut these off, but try and make it as flat as possible. Or if you want and you are willing to try, you could probably try to follow that curve. But I don't think following the curve would work as well because I don't think we have enough room in the diorama for that curve to be dominantly there. However,
I mean,
it could work expertly. I'm not saying it won't work. I'm saying
I can cut it at the edge of the curve.
Yeah. I don't know why they closed in her copies.
You have two separate ones.
One's cake cut, the other one's not. It's cheaper to buy two separate pots than it was to buy one pot. No joke. $40 to buy two separate ones. And the cheapest that had both was $110.
I paid $80 for mine. Well, that's not really an actual cake up though.
Well, the one that we had before it got broken, I think I picked it up for like $50-something bucks, and it was one of those actual official Keurig ones.
Mm-hmm.
And I got it on sale at Walmart, but oh, that's nice.
crazy.
Take you a shot of that raise that's sitting on the table, babe.
No. Like, I'm not playing. Like, the sleepy train is real with me today. But I also got up early after being up super late.
You should never then leave this for me to cut.
Do what?
Like my cutting job.
It almost looks like one of those little houses off of Star Wars.
What is it, babe?
I said it almost looks like one of those houses from Star Wars.
Well,
Like
okay,
one of the ones from like the desert. Ugh. Ugh.
I'm just waiting for a comment from Sam on your use of terminology for that one.
What did I use wrong?
You're not a Star Wars fan.
I'm not a Star Wars fan.
Exactly. The desert planet is called Tatooine.
I don't know what the damn planet's called. I just
I
knew
know
that
you
it was.
don't. I'm aware that you don't.
Just be happy I knew what it was from.
Okay.
Okay, so I did a shit job cutting, but you know, it's cut.
It's got.
Nailed it.
It looks beautimous.
I bet it does.
Beep, bop, bo, bum.
Do you want the Mountain Dew?
It's not gonna help at this point. I'm so far to. Nikki,
Yes, my love.
do you mean making my coffee for me? Mine's cold. All you gotta do is mix two together and done. Excuse me.
So Sam, what have you been up to lately?
Creating chaos in the world.
Sweetheart.
What?
Never mind, not found it. Do you have one that's already open?
I don't know. I don't think I do. One of them's the kids' is, one of them's mine. Oh, also, your son is the one that keeps eating all the whipped cream. We found the whipped cream bandit.
My son?
No, his.
Mine?
Yeah.
Okay.
He said, "Look what Papa showed me."
I did not.
Hold on a second. How did you get to that conclusion?
I don't know. She said your son, so I automatically think Wyatt.
Wyatt's
Because
just running
Wyatt
around
lives here?
No, but that doesn't mean when he's here he doesn't get into shit he shouldn't be.
Food. He gets into the food.
Work and video gaming a lot and spending time with my kiddo. What you been playing?
Games.
Obviously.
Master of the obvious.
You can smack him.
Just fling my ponytail at him. Think I can hit him from here?
If you do, I'll give you $1.
Yeah.
She will straight yeet it for that.
Her luck, she would try to throw it, and it would just be like.
It won't make it that far. Currently, the new Hogwarts Legacy got to play it 3 days earlier.
Sweet.
Oh.
Awesome. How is it?
A lot of people play it on Twitch right now.
Yeah. Saw that.
I wouldn't know how it is. I haven't played it.
don't even know what y'all are talking about.
Hogwarts Legacy, the new game that just came out.
Yeah, new
For Harry
game.
Potter.
Sam said it's amazing. May have to see about trying to get that. It's on Steam, but I thought it said on Steam. I thought it said it didn't come out to March, but I could have been looking at it wrong.
You often do.
Yeah. Well, you know, I'm half blind. Okay.
Yes, this we know.
Shush. Nobody asked for comments from the peanut gallery over there.
No comments were given. Only facts.
I'm not involved.
Erwin's like, I'm not in the middle of this.
You know, I'm starting to understand why you got creamer to go with your cold brew coffee.
So, do you love my fantabulous cutting job?
It works. It does exactly what it's needed to do.
Did you drink it cold?
I did, and it was gross.
Yeah, it's not good cold. Sorry, baby. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do that.
Oh no, I drank it before the creamer, or without the creamer, just to try it, and no, that was grody. Alright, so now, instead of doing it on the outside, we're going to do it on the inside. And we'll find a way to texture the outside. But we need to figure out exactly how tall that is, so we know how tall this has to be. So go ahead and measure. Do some measuring of that right there.
We're not doing this again.
Well, why not?
Because you laugh at me later.
3 3/4.
3 3/4. Alright, so now.
February 10th for PlayStation 5 and Xbox. And PC, April 4th for PS4, Xbox One, and Switch. Oh, okay.
$60.
$60.
It ain't much.
You're gonna need a measure. Cut.
Gotta have the pencil.
Yep.
Oh, God.
The pencil.
What did I say? 3 1/4?
Yes, I think.
That's right up your alley, Rich.
What?
Open world RPG.
Much open
That's
world RPG.
definitely within the realms of my gaming expertise.
The digital deluxe edition is 70,
Damn.
but the base is 60. You might as well pay $10 more.
Yeah.
This is not financial advice.
This is not financial advice. Since when do you give me financial advice?
Never until Steam sales.
That's because Steam sales are evil.
My goodness, little butt. Lay down. Sweet girls. She gets a bath soon. I'm trying to find the shears for her so I can groom her before spring hits. So that way she'll be all one length again.
I don't know why it did that, but it cut horribly.
Little cuts.
You destroyed it?
It did jagged.
Okay. Well, it's fixable.
It did jaggedy things.
Back.
Are you giving your dog coffee?
It's
No.
huge. You get to explore everywhere in
Okay,
Hogwarts.
like
It takes place in 1800, so it's before a lot of the movies and takes place during Goblin War. Cool.
That's dope.
I feel like I should play this game. Hopefully it's bright enough for me to play it.
Bright enough.
Alright.
Like,
So-
I have to play really bright games because if they're really dark, I get super motion sickness. But if they're
So-
really bright, like Mario,
Like I said,
things like
it
that,
went-
I don't get it.
Went jaggedy.
It went jaggedy on me.
What game
Okay.
is for?
Huh?
Turn your gamma up.
It's still, like, if I would try to play Call of Duty or something like that, I can't do it. It's so bad.
Okay, so when in doubt, because the blade is starting to get dull, Move it back. Oh, no, there it
What,
goes.
you want some coffee? That's what I'm drinking. Do you want some? Would you like some or not? Nikki.
Get it, Nova, get it. There you go.
No? Okay.
Now,
She said no. She tried it. So if the cat runs around like a... That was what I was drinking. I wasn't drinking anything else, baby.
even it out.
Much better.
Cleaned up. Now, we're going to glue it right in here. On this side.
He said
So we have to
create
figure out where the walls are.
Character details when creating a character. Rachel.
What?
What's up, Tristan?
Okay.
That's what the details look
That's character creation. Wow.
like. He said create character details when creating a character.
That's crazy.
It's like Saints Row.
Kind of. Speaking of Saints Row, I do want to play the newest one.
Yes.
Just because I want to see how they adjusted from their already janked up story. Because I mean,
Okay,
after Saints
No,
Row
this
3,
this is going to be a reset.
That's what I'm saying. Is it's like after Saints Row the third,
4 was the only one that was kind of iffy.
the whole story starts going kind of woo.
I still like Saints
Weird.
Row better than GTA though.
I completely agree with that one. Gat Out of Hell was really not that good, in my mind. Now, I did like Saints Row the 4th, but for a completely different aspect than the first.
It was just the alien thing that
Yeah.
screwed it up for me. Other than that, no, it's fine.
The superpowers, though,
Yeah,
that I wanted a superhero game anyway.
not from Saints.
Where did we
But-
get that coffee cup?
That was my grandma's.
Was it up there?
Okay, so what am I glowing this with?
This is the one that my mom got for my grandma, and then
Am I using?
whenever my grandma died, mom took the cup, and so now
Left the
it's
cup and now it's yours.
ours.
I didn't
Okay,
even.
Yeah.
we're gonna
this?
use the PVA for this one. We just need to figure out exactly where the lines are for it.
How about I just put it on
Or,
here?
yeah, glue it on the inside.
Glue it
Look
on-
at you, Rachel, using your brainwaves.
Every now and
Tristan
then.
said just chilling. I'm,
Mas Cafe?
No,
No Mas Cafe?
no, I want to be able to sleep tonight.
No Mas Cafe? Sleep will never happen.
Don't threaten me with a good time.
Wasn't.
Say that for after party.
He just never lets you have any fun, does he?
It's unexpected when it does happen. Surprise! Yeah, okay.
Straight black, Rachel?
Maybe a little sugar.
Are you looking at me with the eyeball death stare from the kitchen?
I don't know what you're talking about. Well,
If not, it's fine. Straight black's fine too.
okay.
I'm good with anything.
Do I need to buy more sugar?
I think so, honey.
Okay.
Because I think the goblins may or may not have used the last of it and not told anybody.
I think they were using it when the water bottles ran out and made them some tea.
And they have to put half a bag of sugar in the tea.
Oh no, they used like 2 or 3 cups.
Okay.
Made them start measuring the cups out.
Okay, so now that we've got this portion finished.
Hi everybody coming in on Facebook.
Hi.
Look at me.
Huh.
You could
Hi
put a
everyone
little,
on
like,
Facebook.
Hi.
That's interesting that it's registering over there, but not registering over there.
That's weird.
All right.
It'll catch up.
So now that we've got that, and we know how that's going to stand, we know where we need to add some filler and some floofing. Now, upside, we have a lot of offcuts. The offcuts we can start using to gap fill or placement fill. so we can finagle, okay, what looks good, what doesn't look good, and start adjusting around the sides. And if you're not wanting to keep this, we can trim it down.
I mean, we don't have to keep that. It was just. You said if you can go with the curve, so I went with the curve.
Right. Part of it was more if you want to than can. But
I don't know.
for the rest of that, instead of the hobby knife, honey, I'm sorry. Only ones that are quick access are the kitchen shears, because I don't know where my good scissors are.
There's some scissors beside my bed, on my side. I mean, you can use them, but just don't get glue on them.
Oh no, my sewing scissors are in there. And yes, y'all heard that correctly, my sewing scissors.
I don't sew. I don't have the patience for it.
It's not hard.
That's what everybody tells me, but I'm one of those people that can't do puzzles. Like I'll start with a puzzle, and then I'll start getting the pieces, and they all blend together, so I'll just like smush them in to make them fit. And yeah.
That's why you do the outer rim first.
I do the outer rim first, and then like I'll try to like section out, like if it's like a dog on one side or like a cat on the other. Yeah, I don't have the patience for them. I feel like animal. ADD. Yeah, it's just bad. When I'm on my ADD medicine, I don't do it. But when I'm not, then I'm just all over the place.
Can you hand her those scissors? Those are my sewing scissors that I haven't got to use.
Kinky.
I bought those whenever I first decided I was going to do that Doctor Strange cosplay that I never did. Yeah. So let's go ahead and snip right across there, I guess.
I mean, that was so.
Yeah. So. Alright. Now, do we want it to sit this way? Want it to sit sideways? Want it to sit that way? Positioning is going to be key, because if we position correctly, we can utilize natural overhang as part of the diorama itself.
Oh. So.
Because at some point we're going to be adding something akin to a wall, like all of the Halo rings have.
Yeah. So I mean, this is here. What is it? This the building? Or?
I mean, I would assume it's a building, unless you want it to be a cliff face or something like that. No matter what you want it to be, we can make it be that thing.
So it's going to be a thing.
It's going to be a thing.
Okay.
It's going to be whatever you decide you want it to be. That's the wonderful part of this, though, is like, no matter what it is that you want it to be, with a little bit of patience and a little bit of work, you can make anything look like what you want it to be. Like, again, these work as little defense they can make little defense towers, all kinds of stuff like that. Front of
The only reason I
a
said that is
portcullis and things of that
because
nature.
I saw the crack. I'm like, oh, archers are shooting out of that.
Right.
That's what went through my head.
And that's what makes it so wonderful, though, is like, it works for these things. It works for just random bits of, oh, hey, I can use that for this, or oh, hey, I can use that for this. For instance, quick shave of material to roughly even this out, because if it's not even, it's not going to work right. But for something like that,
Is that coffee gross, or did I do good picking it out?
I haven't had a cup yet, so
That's not bad.
I tried.
you can do something like that as like an exit for a subway tunnel or something of that nature. Like, there are all kinds of things. It's all about what you're willing to put the work in to make it look alike. And that's my thing, is if I can make it look good, and it be crafted from stuff that most people wouldn't think about using, then I'm doing my job right. And if I'm doing my job right, well, then it's worth what I'm doing. So, something like that. Could even taper it off and incorporate it into the side of that somehow, or nip off a piece of it to where it sits on the side of it, kind of like that. However, because I mean, a lot of the buildings in Halo are weird anyway. Because apparently humanity forgets how to build things. That's just a thing. Halo.
Yes. When I said Blood Got Slow, I was totally thinking Red versus Blue. So.
Right, and honestly, Red versus Blue was a great series. I enjoyed
It was
every bit of that series.
hilarious.
Especially whenever Sister came in. And if you haven't watched Red versus Blue, which was done by Rooster Teeth,
yes,
definitely go check that out. I think a chunk of it is actually on HBO Max now. That's a thing. How HBO Max got involved in that, I don't know, but we can do something to lay across
the first 13 seasons or something.
We could do something to lay across the sides of it.
Okay.
Or however you want to do it, because there are a few different potentials, but it's all a matter of how to go about what potential. Because this could easily sit here as like a defense tower, but you're going to need to match it to size of thing. And we may have to snip the other corner off that looks like this one to do it over here on the other side, but something like that. Not literally that, but something akin to that, where it's more flush.
Well, yeah.
In there, but these are decisions that Rachel has to make.
That we'll make next time.
And we will make them next time. So for now, we are going to start cleaning up the table and getting everything ready. Give us about 20... Sam, HBO and Netflix, I believe. Awesome. All right. So, if you are not following us over on Twitch, come and check out our Twitch. I'm going to readjust this camera right quick to where you guys can see me to duck. All right. So, if you are not following us on Twitch, come follow us on Twitch. At Tierfing Crafts, capital T, capital C, all one word. Again, I do want to say thank you to our friends from there we go, Reaper Comics, for joining us for this, and for joining us for the after party that will be happening. It will be happening only on Twitch. Now, that being said, here soon, I will be uploading the first session of what will from now on be referred to as Pokemon Amethyst. I'll be posting it on YouTube after I've gone through and done some censoring.
What?
I said I love you, honey.
He said he's going to go censor the video.
I have to censor the video before I can put it on YouTube.
What?
Actually, I just have to make it through like 30 seconds of it. And actually, I think it's like the first, 2 minutes of it?
For what?
Censoring. Language.
You were cussing too, fool.
I know, fool. Doesn't mean I don't have to censor it, fool.
Oh, man.
Gosh, man. Who you calling fool?
Yeah.
Shoot.
Maybe touch our rival's boob.
Uh-oh. Arriva. Elvira?
I said that Elvira's boob.
Okay, but if you guys are interested in the shenanigans that happened with the last game, definitely come check that out. Also, the game we will be playing during the after party, Epic Spell Wars of the Battle Wizards Rumble at the Castle
Tentakill.
Tentakill. There you go. And boom, 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 boom. Boom! Okay, so this is what we will be playing. So give us about 20 minutes to adjust cameras and get everything set up, and we will catch you guys over on Twitch. You guys have a great night, and we'll see you there. Bye.
Bye.